Hey everybody, massive welcome to this live stream. Love seeing you early birds that are on here. Well done. Great to see you all. So this is a live Q&A, live hangout. I will get your questions. Feel free to post them in the side there. I'm going to try to get through as many as we can, but something really important straight up for those of you that are interested in growing on YouTube strategically without needing to rely on creating viral videos and do what we do. We make one video a week, but we're strategic about it. Next week, I'm running a free live training workshop. There is a link in the description below, primalvideo.com/live workshop. It's called 5 Steps to Build Your YouTube Traffic Powerhouse. That's exactly what I'm going to teach you. The 5 steps, the 5 things that we do for every video we upload, step by step. So you don't want to miss that. If you're interested in growing on YouTube, if you're sick of maybe creating content and it's not working for you, going through the motions, I know how frustrating it can be. And I want to share a little bit about our story here too before we get to some questions. But long story short, this time, coming up on Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are. There are 3 live sessions to choose from. Make sure you register because I'm going to share with you exactly what we do and how we are strategic with the content that we create. So don't forget that. And if you, be happy to hang out, answer questions around this stuff. But I see too many people that are stuck where we were. So we've actually just passed the 8-year mark for our channel. So it's been a crazy journey. The first few years, we had no idea what we were doing. We were going through the motions of what we thought we needed to do and what the experts out there told us to do. Just create more content, keep hustling, keep grinding, and it'll happen. But it really doesn't work that way. You need to be strategic. You need a strategy in place to be able to learn, to test, to evolve, to double down on what's working, to stop what's not. And that's what we were missing for those first few years when we were trying to grow on YouTube. I mean, we even had people say that it was more content. Just, you're not uploading enough. 1 video a week is not enough. And it's absolute BS. You don't need to be on that content hamster wheel, creating content daily, 3 times a week. We do 1 video a week. Now, even if some of you are freaking out about 1 video a week, you can grow with 1 video a month, 1 video every other week, as long as you're being strategic with what that video is. Some of the biggest channels on YouTube only upload once a month or even less. So you don't need to have amount of content. You don't need to have thousands of videos. I've got good friends and peers of ours that say that you until you've got 1,000 videos done, then you've got the experience to grow. And I don't agree with that. We haven't done 1,000 videos. I think we're at 450 or 470 or something on the channel. So I don't agree with it. More content means more results. And that's what I want to help with you. That's the whole sort of thing with our channel, the content that we're creating on there. We're looking to see, where are you guys stuck? How can I help you with my thoughts and opinions on those things based on lessons that we had to learn the hard way, the long way, the slow way, to get you that outcome, to get you where you want to go quicker. That's really what we do at Primal Video. So it's not just about YouTube. YouTube is the vehicle to get you having the life that you want. So that's what I'm pumped to talk about. That's really why we do what we do. We want to help people have the life that they want, creating content and talking about or sharing the message and helping people with stuff that they're interested in, having those conversations all the time that light you up and that you want to help people with. So if you take a zoom back then and look at the content that we put out on our channel, we're strategic with what those things are so that we can be the one that shows up and helps you with that stuff to get you unstuck so that you can keep moving. Now, off the back of that free live training workshop next week, which I strongly recommend that you register for. It's the stuff that I wish we knew when we started out, when we were struggling and hustling and grinding and not really getting anywhere. That's probably where these gray hairs came from. Is off the back of that, we do also have an intake, the final intake for this year into our accelerator program. So I will talk more about that a little later on. But for those of you that are ready for the deep dive on the stuff that we talk on YouTube, really the action takers, the people that are sick of just jumping from YouTube video to YouTube video, hearing one expert say one thing, another expert say another thing. Look, we've been there, we've done the same thing. If you want to hear our strategy and what we do, then that's what we take a deeper dive into inside of Accelerator. I can already see some of our Accelerator members in here. Massive welcome. Thank you for joining us on here. I'm going to jump across to some Q&A, but if we can try to keep it targeted to anything around YouTube growth. I know that some of you will have your tech questions, editing questions, and those sorts of things, but let's try to keep this around YouTube growth wherever we can. And my apologies if I miss your question. I'll do my best to get to as many as we can. But yeah, thanks for carving out some time to come and hang out. We don't do many live streams on this channel, not as many as we should. I know that Chantel's in here. She's like, you need to do more live streams. So hey, I'm live, and there will be live Q&A at the end of each one of the 3 sessions next week as well. And for those of you that are interested in, I guess, a more intimate environment, that's what we have in our Accelerator program. That's where we are jumping on Zoom calls, where I'm not just taking questions from a chat box, where you get to come on camera with me and we get to talk through your problems and help you get unstuck so that you can move forward. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling. Let's don't forget to register. Link is in the description, primalvideo.com/live workshop. Again, the 5 things that we do for every video we upload. Like, as nice as it is to have a video go viral, it's not something you can be strategic about. It's not something that you can know that every one of your videos is going to take off and get millions of views. It's not a game I want to play. If I'm creating videos and no one sees them, what's the point? Like, I've been there and it sucks. And that's what we want to help you with. I don't want that for you. I don't want you going through creating these amazing videos, putting your heart and soul into these things and having that, it's almost like that embarrassment because your friends and family and everyone see that it's not working. But it doesn't have to be that way. And I wish that we knew this stuff earlier. It definitely would have grown our channel much faster. But now our channel grows pretty much on autopilot. We feed it 1 new video a week. Again, super strategic. But that video adds to the snowball effect. So we have videos that are 8 years old now that are still bringing in hundreds of views a day, because we were strategic with what those videos were. So that's the stuff that I'm covering in the live training next week. So I'm going to jump across to some questions here. I'm going to scroll back. Massive welcome to everyone that is joining us on here. If you know anyone that needs to hear this stuff and wants help growing on YouTube, I'd love for you to share this out or give this video a thumbs up. It does make a big difference. Yeah, okay. Now the chat is jumping around a bit. Russell, great to have you in here. I'll scroll back up. I'm going to go through these. My question is, as a new YouTube channel, trying to grow on YouTube, is it right to tell successful YouTubers to advertise my channel for me? Look, I mean, we get asked a lot, hey, give me a shout out, mention my channel, mention me in a video. And I really don't agree with that. I think if it is someone that is in your niche or someone that shares a very similar audience to you, build a relationship with them. Maybe you share their stuff out. And at some point they might say, hey, your content is a fit for my audience as well. And they'll do it off their own back. But I think asking for it, it's almost like a lot of people think that they get a shout out from a big YouTuber, it's going to blow up their channel. And in some cases, a really big YouTuber, it could. If I gave you a shout out, it's really not going to do too much. Our videos, again, being strategic with this, you'll notice that they don't get thousands of views straight away or hundreds of thousands of views straight away. But we know that we're creating content that people want because we're strategic. We're doing that research up front, that we have the potential to have our content showing up for years afterwards, not just getting, say, 100,000 views and then stopping like a lot of those big channels that you look at. Our content sticks around, but it doesn't hit that 100,000 views instantly. So I would say, look, it's a strategy. It's not one that I would do. I would come from that place of how do I add value? How do I help YouTube understand what my content is about? How do I create stuff that I know people actually want? But a shout out in some cases, if it's to the wrong audience, could actually hold back your channel growth. So build a relationship with channels that do have your audience. It can help you, but it's not a great strategy. Okay, scrolling through here. Someone's question got lost. Great to have you on here. What type of question should we ask? Whatever you'd like, but I would suggest around YouTube growth. That if we can keep it around that, or monetization off the back of it, that would be great. How are you so awesome? Thanks, Bean. I appreciate it. I'm a little shy, but yeah. Russell, I was stuck. Yeah, so Russell's a great example. He's one of our Primal Video Accelerator members. And this is where, again, he had a lot of the same sort of struggles and things that we did, where we're creating content saying, this is a video that people need to see. And the problem with just coming from that perspective without doing research up front means that we're talking about the solution. Like, if people see this is going to change the game for them. This is going to save them so much time. But people aren't searching for the solution. They're not looking for the solution. They're back over here going to Google or to YouTube looking for the problem. Like, I have this problem. How do I fix this? How do I feel this way? How do I buy a manufactured house in Florida? What are the processes? What should I watch out for? Which is Russell's channel. So this is where there's a big difference between talking about the problem and talking about the solution. So if you talk to the problem, you can introduce them to the solution. It's much easier for YouTube to understand your content and for people to want to click on it if you're lining up with exactly what their pain, problem, issue, what they're looking to learn for free. People go to YouTube for free stuff. How do we give them something of value for free and show them that we can help them? That's kind of the goal there. Okay, keep going down. Daniel, great to have you on here. Great to see a live event from Justin. Yeah, this is I think this is the 4th one this year. Daniel Patel, great to have you on here. Okay, keep going down. Okay, I release a video a week and mix in shorts, which in turn I actually have generated more views for my long form content. Yeah, so shorts is now something that I would suggest that if you've got extra bandwidth, you should play with. It's not something that I personally would be going all in as my primary content on YouTube. It's still too new. We released a short yesterday and it got 5,000 views. I was like, oh, this one's not doing too bad. And then nothing. It's actually stopped. It's flatlined. So who knows? That video could take it off again. We've had some shorts that have hit close to 80,000, I think, on our channel. But again, at the start, it was next to nothing. Whereas we know that if we are strategic with the content we're creating on YouTube, we're doing that research up front, we're creating a clickable thumbnail image, something that grabs people's attention, and we're keeping people watching the video, we're not just having them leave right away, then that's everything that you need to do to get YouTube to keep pushing your content out. So yeah, I would say outside of creating regular YouTube videos, if you can, play around with shorts, stories if you've got access. Community tab is a great one as well. Play with some of those things, but they should be in addition to whatever your regular schedule is for YouTube. Normal YouTube videos would be my suggestion. Your net worth is depend on your network. I do like that saying. I do like that quote. I think if you come from the place of adding value, those are the best businesses to build, especially if you can build some automation and stuff in around it. And that's our goal. Is like we want to show up and help people 24/7 when they have a pain, a problem, looking what editing software to use, how to grow on YouTube, how to make money from this stuff. We want to be the ones that show up for that. So that's how we're able to show up in search and on the platform consistently, is by following the strategy that I'm going to take you through on the training next week. Great plug, Justin. Link is in description. But in all seriousness, like that's literally what we do for every video. Use Q so Justin can see your questions easily. That is a great idea. Thank you, Chantal. You can see I don't go live too often, but thank you. Okay, should we post community posts every day? Look, I do think if you can, why not? But again, I don't think that it's more content, more work means more results. I'd much rather see you be strategic with one amazing community post per week and something that you test and try and get a good engagement on. That's probably worth more of your time, more of your, I guess it's a more strategic approach than just creating stuff for daily content. So yeah, more content doesn't mean more results. I love your editing skills. Thank you from USA. Thanks very much. Great to have you on here. Will you create an updated Filmora tutorial because of the new Filmora 11? Look, it's likely, but again, following the strategy that you're going to hear from us, we look to see what people are looking for, what people actually want. And the reason that we created a Filmora tutorial was because there is search traffic for it. There's demand for it. People want that. So if we go back and do some keyword research and topic research and see that people are still looking for Filmora, and it's something that's obviously a fit for our channel, teaching editing, teaching video and YouTube and so on, then yeah, that's what we weigh up. So even if we just come up with a random idea for a video, we're still going to do that research. We're still trying to be strategic around it so that we know that that content is going to show up and stick around, or has the best chance of showing up and sticking around for as long as possible, instead of just a random video that we invest the time, effort to shoot, to edit, to create a thumbnail, description, all that stuff. Like, it all takes time. You guys know this. Like, it's not a quick thing. So how do we make sure that that time that we're investing in making these videos have the best return and the best chance of actually, showing up, bringing us impact, bringing us revenue, helping people with this stuff? Cool. I've yet to dabble in the community post as I don't feel my community is large enough to bring value to the content consumption. Right, so I would maybe, let's look at that a little different. What if it was your community posts that were bringing more people in? So your community posts don't just go out to your community, they go out to the broader YouTube community that YouTube thinks will be interested in your content. So it can actually be a great way for new people to find you and find your channel as well. So that may be a bit of a different way that you could look at that. Okay, keep going on. What's the best free video editor for PC? I just said we're going to try to keep this around YouTube growth. But look, I think best for who? Best for me, best for you, best for what types of videos? As far as I'm concerned, there really isn't a best, even though we do those videos. Best video editor. So the goal of those videos is to help you, I guess, narrow down the massive amount of options to a handful, so that then you could pick the best one for you, for your skill set, for the types of videos that you're making. The one that I am really pumped on right now as a really simple yet pretty powerful editor is CapCut, and it does work on Windows and Mac now too. So it's an app, works on Android, iPhone, Windows, Mac, and it does actually have a bunch of features and stuff in there that are pretty cool and makes editing fun and easy. So CapCut is a good option. Which camera are you using right now on this video? I am using the, what is it called? Insta360 Link. So it's the one that has all the AI face tracking stuff and moves around. It's doing a pretty good job. It's pretty tough lighting wise today. So I'm standing in front of a window. I do have one light here that's lighting me up. There's obviously some lights in the background, but I'm getting a lot of light through the window. And it's one of those really annoying days for filming where the cloud, it's patchy cloud. So 1 minute it'll be bright sun, the next minute it'll look pretty dark, and it's working. So I'm all for simplicity. If I can leave something on auto and it's going to do its adjustments and stuff, this camera does a great job at that, and that's what I like about it. All right. I just uploaded my first video yesterday. Hope someone watches it. Yoga with Donna, massive congrats on your first video, pushing those comfort zones, getting it out there. Yeah, all the best with your videos and all the best with your channel. Big Rob, my channel is not getting any views. Right, I know that totally sucks. I have been there. But what it normally means is that for any one of us, there's always more we can do. We have people that come to us and say, look, I'm doing research, I have amazing thumbnails, my videos are so good, but my channel's not growing. And the hard truth is, if you were doing everything right, it would be growing. So there's always a next level for every one of us. There's always more we can do. There's always more ways we can be strategic with this stuff. So I know it may feel like a bit of a slap in the face when someone tells you that you're not doing everything right, you're not doing everything perfect. Even for us, we're not doing everything right, everything perfect, because there's always a next level. So your goal is to, how do you do the best you can with what you know? How do you learn more stuff quickly and efficiently so that you can apply that? Try, test, see what works for you, for your channel, and then you're going to learn. You're going to grow faster because you're getting those learning cycles quicker. And that's really why we did design that free training workshop for next week. You're literally going to hear the 5 things that we do that you need to do for every video you upload on YouTube if you want to be successful. But in a nutshell, just to share this here with you now, like if you are not being strategic with the content you're creating, if you're not doing some research first, and you don't have a click-worthy thumbnail, if you could have the world's best video, no one clicks on it, no one's going to see it, right? You need to get that click. And the third piece is once they've clicked, you need to keep them watching. If they just leave straight away, then it's no good for you because they're not seeing that amazing value you've given them in the video, but it's also not helping them. They're not having a great experience, but it's also not helping YouTube because they're going to see that no one likes that video or that video wasn't a fit for the audience that it pushed it out for. So it's going to stop promoting your video. So you need to be strategic. That's why I keep coming back to it. We should probably have a little counter on the screen or drinking game. Drink every time I say be strategic. But it's really what most people miss is this strategy, something to follow, something that where you can easily test and see what's working so that you can do more of what's working and less of what's not. That's the stuff that we love teaching. That's the stuff that we'll be running in that workshop. So your question here, I've just answered this one. What kind of strategy should a building channel implement? That is exactly that, focusing on those areas, which again, we're going to dive into with examples of other channels and things as well. So that even if you're not in our niche, you can still, again, pick this strategy up and run with it. But also that there's enough information on YouTube. We all know. We all spend a lot of time on here. So with us, we don't want to just add more noise to the amount of noise that's out there, more information. What we want to do through our free training workshop and what we do in our accelerator program is we want to work with the action takers, the people that actually want to see results. Because just having more knowledge doesn't really move you further closer towards your goal. You need to actually do the work. So this isn't about having everything all figured out. This is about having that mindset of being open to try and test stuff, to see what's working, to see what isn't. And too many people are just with their blinders or their blinkers on in their own lane, just hustling and grinding, but they're not actually doing the right things. And that's where it becomes frustrating. That's where you're spending all this time, this effort, and you're not getting any closer to where you want to go. So what if more content and just hustling and grinding, what if that wasn't the answer? What if it was easier? What if it was fun? I love my job. I love what I get to do. I love that I get to spend some time to create content around stuff that I'm pumped to talk about. It's fun. People say, how do you stay motivated? Right? And I saw that in the chat here before. How can we stay motivated? Right? If you're doing something you enjoy, the motivation takes care of itself because we all still have those days where the motivation isn't quite there. It's harder to get out of bed, but the motivation comes back so much quicker if you're doing something that lights you up. And I mean, for us, I just got to look through some of the comments on the YouTube videos. It's thanks, you've helped me make my first video. Thanks, I've just made my first affiliate income. That's the stuff that I love seeing. And very early on when our channel wasn't growing, when we didn't have a strategy and we're creating videos and no one was seeing them, and I'm this is an amazing video. If people saw this is going to make their editing so much faster. We nearly gave up. We nearly shut down the channel because for us, YouTube was a business tool, a tool for us to show up, to help people, but also bring in leads and traffic for the business. Now, when that wasn't working, and it was a year and a half or whatever in, that's a bad business decision to continue doing something if it's not working, right? It's the definition of going insane. It's doing the same thing over and over and over if it's not working. So this is where we had to get strategic about it. We had to figure this out. And that's what I want for you guys. It's not that difficult. We just need to give YouTube what it needs, and we need to give the viewers what they want. And that's what we teach you, is how you can do this stuff. But it's only for the people that really want to learn this stuff and put it into play. So going back to what I was saying before about the people that were and I'm sure we all know some of them, they just want to consume everything. So they'd be the smartest people but they haven't actually done anything. And that's where I think a lot of imposter syndrome and stuff comes in as well, because they're who am I to talk about this if I haven't actually done the thing that I want to talk about, but I know all about it, but I haven't actually done it myself. Right, so you're much better off. You're going to get to where you want to go faster if you're learning and implementing as you go, and that's what we've designed everything around. So this workshop next week, it's not about just learning more stuff. You are going to learn more stuff, but my goal is to have you leaving there with an action plan for you specifically to go and put this stuff into action. Because just knowing more stuff isn't going to help you, isn't going to move you towards your goal unless you put it into action. So it's an actionable workshop. It's an interactive workshop, and there will be Q&A at the end of it as well. Okay, so I'm scrolling down here. Okay, will you create an updated, oh, I already had that one. It must be in here again. Do you think we should share our videos on other social media platforms? Look, I think if there is reason to do it, as in like you've already got a following over there, or you're sharing it to a place where your audience, ideal audience, is hanging out, for sure. But your goal isn't to get everyone on your videos. There's no point getting your mom, your cousins, any of these things to jump on and help you out. You want to get the right people on there that actually want to see this video and watch it through as much as they can, ideally, and come back and watch more of your videos. You want to get the right people on there. So this is why there's a strategy out there that a lot of people are using where they're not sharing, they're not promoting their videos, and they're totally leaving it up to YouTube. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think if you've got an audience, or you're building an audience of people that would be interested in your content, then it's a great idea to share it out. So we share our videos out on Twitter, we share them on our Facebook page, which is probably the worst thing you could do on your Facebook page. But hey, I don't need to grow on Facebook. I don't want to grow on Facebook. We'd much rather have an audience on one platform instead of having a small audience on all these different platforms. So again, doing more stuff doesn't mean you're going to have more results. We have focus. YouTube is our number one. That is our non-negotiable. One YouTube video a week. Now, I'm not filming a new video every week. We're batch creating it all. It goes off to our editors. And again, they teach you all this stuff. But it's about being strategic with the whole thing, not just the content you're creating. My girlfriend just made her first affiliate sale. It's quite a feeling and quite an amount. How much do you guys make per month with all your affiliate revenues? So affiliate revenue is the second biggest piece of revenue in our business. We have a video on YouTube, how we make $1 million a year off the back of this YouTube channel. So this is where that breaks it all down for you. But we have three main revenue streams. And again, we dive deeper into all this stuff in our accelerator program as well. So YouTube ads, we have digital product, one digital product, which is our accelerator product. And we also have the affiliates, and affiliates is huge. I love affiliate marketing because it's not a salesy, sleazy thing, as a lot of people say. No, you're helping people. You're helping people with a buying decision. So we do those videos, best webcam 2022, right? We are only attracting people that are interested in buying a webcam or seeing what's out there. And we're able to share my thoughts and opinions on which ones I think the best ones are. And this is the opportunity for any of you, is that you're just sharing your thoughts and opinions. You're helping someone, the buying decision. And you only get paid if it's actually valuable to someone. So this is where we choose affiliate programs over sponsored deals every day of the week, because we're not having to talk about something that may not be the best option. We're not locked up with contracts where we can't even mention a specific brand or company. We can say whatever we want. So this is the main reason that we like affiliate programs, is that only if the content that we provided was valuable enough for the viewer that they actually went, hey, that Insta360 link, I say that because I'm looking right at it, was a really good webcam. And I went to the Insta360 website, I bought it, we used your link. Then only then, did we get a commission or something for it. And even then, a lot of the products and services and tools and things that we recommend, they don't have affiliate programs, but it doesn't matter. It's all about coming from that place of, how do I help people with this stuff? How do I recommend stuff to my, closest friends and family? Because you don't want to burn people. You don't want to give them a dodgy recommendation. It's going to come back. It's going to hurt your brand. It comes from that place of, if it's really easy if you're only recommending the stuff that you genuinely use and would recommend. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to do video editing. How important is it? It's pretty important. So I basically point my camera at me and shoot my video. All right, so you can definitely create videos without editing, but in order to create more engagement in your videos, to have them flow faster, editing is a great tool. That's what it's there for. It also removes the pressure, as far as I'm concerned. Even being 8 years in this journey, I'm still never like, yes, let's go jump in front of a camera. I like the outcome of making the videos. I like that the process is so much easier now because I've done so many of them, but part of me is still like, I'm a behind the camera person. The irony of what it is that we do. Like before we had the YouTube channel, I was a director, producer, video editor, cameraman, never on camera. I was someone that would freak out at getting my photo taken. So that's how much we've pushed comfort zones. And that's what I say, like, you could learn all this stuff. You could know how to speak on camera. I knew how to speak on camera, but I'd never actually done it. So it was like relearning everything again. And for a good laugh, you can go and check out the early videos on our channel where I don't even blink. And at the time, I'm like, yes, I nailed it. Energy is just so flat. But hey, it's every new video, take that mindset. What can we improve? How do I bring a bit more energy without being over the top? How do I make the video more engaging? How do we, I guess going back to your question, this is what editing helps you do, is it can help you streamline your process because it takes the pressure off. Any mistake, just say it again, we can cut it out. That's what it's there for. I think there's a lot of people that have too much pressure on themselves with the videos they're creating to do it all in one take. I can't. We have a lot of mistakes still. A lot of, that's what editing is there for. So people are like, how do you do it? How do you, speak to camera so fluently? And like, well, I use a teleprompter for a lot of it, and I also edit. So it doesn't have to be as hard as you think. Now there is some really easy ways that you can edit. And and obviously our channel is designed to help you with that. So there's lots of really simple tools like the one I mentioned earlier, CapCut. They make this stuff really, really easy for you. But the best way to edit faster is to be strategic about what you're filming and how you're filming it, so that you can speed up your editing. And again, we teach you all that stuff inside of our accelerator program. There's lots of YouTube videos on our channel about that stuff too. Massive thank you to Jonathan for the super chat. I know he said super thanks. I think I did say it. You can see I don't go live often. No, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Daniel, I have a few members I might want to burn. Okay, scrolling back through here now. Again, apologies if I missed your question. How many shorts should we share in a day? Again, I don't think it's about having more content out there. I think it's being strategic with which ones you are creating. And I've had this conversation with our YouTube partner manager. When shorts first launched, she's like, hey, if you could do one a day, that would be amazing. And it's not something I wanted to do. I like making videos, but I don't like having to make them every single day, or at least having that many shot. So where she's now at, she's like, you know what, one a week is a good number if it's got a strategy behind it, or at least it's something that we're testing. So it's not about, and Russell says it here as well, like work smarter, not harder. I don't think it's about amount, unless I do encourage people doing more, practicing more to get those runs on the board. But you don't have to do it that way. We didn't do it that way. But if you want to get up to speed and you want to do 30 days of creating videos, what you're going to learn in those 30 days is probably going to help you a lot. But I don't think that that's something that's sustainable. So I see people doing like is it Vita vlog every day, like those sorts of challenges. And I think that's the only good thing that comes out of them, is not that those videos are going to be amazing and show up and blow up your channel. It's what you're learning from doing that you can then apply to the rest of the videos you make. How do I drive more traffic to my website with YouTube? Right, so we drive a lot of traffic from YouTube over to our website. And this is where you can have a call to action at the end of your video. I say, if you want to join here's a perfect example. You want to join my free live training workshop next week. There's a link in the description below, or a link on screen, right? We can say these things. This is exactly what I'm doing here. For those of you that are interested in joining our free live training workshop, there is a link in the description here, which is going to take you over to a website. So you can definitely call it out in your YouTube videos. You can put it in your video descriptions. I would say don't do it in every video, because you don't want to let YouTube see that every video is just sending people off platform. We do it wherever there is a reason to do it, or it is the next best step for someone from watching a video. So if you're watching one of our editing tutorials, then the next best step from there isn't necessarily to go and watch another video. It's to go and download our free editing guide. So we'll speak about that at the end of that video, which takes them over to our website. Thank you, Chantel, for posting the live workshop link, primalvideo.com/live workshop. Okay, keep going through here. I am catching up. I promise I will get to as many as I can. Richard. Hello, Richard. For last month, my channel was averaging 700 to 1,000 views per day. Well done. On November, it's cutting off for me. Let me come back over here. On November 18th, it suddenly dropped to 0 to 60. Is that because my viewers watching the World Cup instead, or something else? Like, there's a lot of things that that can come into play. What what generally happens if your video is, the traffic is coming to a video, and this is where your analytics is going to tell you this, where is your traffic coming from? If it's coming from recommended, if it's coming from browse, those things are really, like they can change at any moment. Now, I guess anything on YouTube can change at any moment because it's all beyond your control. But this is why we generally, that's the word I'm looking for. We generally lean towards search because people are searching for stuff all the time. So we can see how many people are searching for different phrases, and we create topics around those so that we're not relying on it trying to be a viral video or something like that. We can know that there is people that actually want this. So over time, if we're giving YouTube what it needs and we're creating videos that our viewers want, then we've got a really good chance of that getting into search results. That's where the bulk of our traffic comes from, is from search. Now, the second highest traffic source for us is external, where external is other websites and things, and then the biggest traffic source there is Google. So we have a lot of people that are going to Google that are searching for stuff. They might not even be looking for a website. They might be assuming they're going to get a blog article and read how to edit or something like that, but they're finding a video. And that's because, Google and YouTube, same company. And in Google, they're actually putting YouTube videos above the paid ads. That's how powerful this is. So we get a lot of traffic from Google as well. But the other thing I will add to your question, Richard, was right now, people's, I guess, sessions on YouTube are the lowest that they have been in the last few years. And this is from our YouTube partner manager. Just number of people on the platform is down. And it's because of all the lockdowns and stuff that we've had. People are still just wanting to get outside more. Now, obviously, depending on where your audience is. For us, our audience is primarily in the States. Now coming up on holiday season, it can go either way. There's more time that people are off work and could be consuming YouTube videos. But if the weather's good, if the weather's warm, like summer in the US, then generally like views across YouTube drop. So this is, again, it doesn't really affect our channel too much because we're getting a lot of our views and traffic from search. So those search volumes don't tend to drop too much. But if it is a more, a video that's showing up in recommended, then those recommendations are kind of a lot more susceptible to I guess, users on the platform if they're not specifically looking for your content. Okay. Thank you, Justin. Still learning. Awesome. Do you use vidIQ to do your research? Look, there's nothing wrong with vidIQ. The tools and stuff will help. But in that free training workshop next week, we share the tool that we do use and how we use it. But it's not vidIQ. Little teaser for you. Good morning. How do you narrow down what topics to help people with? Okay, so we are doing some keyword research, some topic research. I'm not going to dive into that here now. There is a free way that you can do it. I'm going to take you through some examples on that free live training workshop next week. So make sure that you register. Now, even if you can't make any of those 3 live sessions, then still register and we'll just send the replay out to you afterwards. So you don't have to be able to make it on live. Obviously, I'd love for you to be on their lives. We can hang out. I can answer your questions and make sure, again, that you're not just learning more stuff, but you're leaving there with a plan that you can put into place. That's my goal for that training. So keyword research, topic research, we are definitely going to cover that because that is a big piece of this whole YouTube growth thing. Okay, what do I got here? Your tutorials are so good because you don't go so fast. I can't keep up with many other tutorials. They go way too fast. I appreciate yours. Thank you very much. This is where it's interesting because we get mixed feedback all the time. Some people say that I speak too fast and to slow down, and other people say that I'm at the right pace, or other people have also said that I speak really slow. So I can't win them all. And I like that there is the speed controller on YouTube so that if I am too fast, you can slow it down or speed me up, whatever. It's all good, but thank you very much for the comment. Okay, scrolling down here. Again, my apologies if I miss your comments or questions. Okay, I'm going to go to the bottom here, come back a bit. How do you make better videos with a smartphone? And can you tell me the free software for mobile creators? Right, it's probably not something we're going to dive into here, but there's so many videos on our channel all around filming with a smartphone. I would definitely recommend that you watch. There's 2 videos: how to film professional videos on an iPhone and how to film professional videos on an Android. They're both very similar. The process is the same, but the tools, the apps and things we recommend in there are obviously a little bit different. But the beauty of it is that you already have everything right now. Just using the built-in camera app is already going to be more than enough for you. It's not like anyone's going to sit down and watch your video and go, I can't watch this. It was filmed on an iPhone. How would they know? They would never know. And the cameras are so good. One of the biggest videos on our channel was filmed on an iPhone 5 front camera. So not the good camera on the back, the crappy one on the front. And there's still people that are blown away nearly 7 years on. I mean, that's a phone from 2012. And there's still people that are watching that video, still people that are blown away with the quality. And it was just using, the crappy camera on the front. So you already have more than enough. You can definitely use your phone. Don't overcomplicate it is my biggest thing for you. Use what you have, then upgrade and add extra features and stuff when you need to or when you can, but you already have enough right now. How do I turn unique viewers into subscribers? So this one here, and again, apologies if I'm missing your question. I'm just kind of jump around to try and get to the bottom a bit more. Right, I mean, the easiest way to get viewers to subscribers is to remind them or to ask them to subscribe. But I would also say that and this is going to sound weird coming from a channel with 1.4 million subscribers, the subscriber number really doesn't matter anymore. If anything, YouTube is moving further away from that having any benefit, any value, other than a bit of, I guess, social proof or credibility. If you're like, I can speak for myself here. There's a lot of content that I watch on YouTube where I'm not subscribed to the channel. The YouTube algorithm is that good now. But this is also why it's an opportunity for all of us. That you don't need to go and have millions of subscribers to have some impact, to get a lot of views, to have a lot of impact with your content. People don't need to subscribe to your channel anymore. Now they can, and if you want subscribers, nothing wrong with that, and it's to remind them throughout your video. So we'll still have a little mini Justin that comes in with a subscribe sign or a thumbs up or something like that, but I'm not asking people in the videos now at the start of the video to remember to hit subscribe, smash that like button. I personally hate that. I haven't watched the video yet. Why would I subscribe? At least wait till later in the video after you've added some value, you've entertained them, you've given them, blown their mind with something, then ask for a subscribe, because then they're much more likely to do it. So you want to get more subscribers, ask for subscribers, but do it strategically. But also know that the number of subscribers doesn't mean you're going to have necessarily more dollars in your bank account or more impact or more people seeing your videos either. Okay. Definitely is easy if there's a hashtag queue. Are some niches just much easier to be successful with? Now, this is where, look, the strategies that we're going to take you through on the sessions next week is going to show you how many people are searching for what things, how you can come up with topics, how you will never run out of topic ideas or video ideas. So if you're concerned about that, following the process that we run through for all of our videos, you're not gonna have that problem. And you'll know how many people are looking for each one of these things. So I haven't yet seen a niche where this won't work for. And just think, like, if you're worried about if your people are on there or if your niche is big enough, just run some searches on YouTube that for topics or things that you think people would be interested in or that you're genuinely interested in, like it's your niche, right? So run some searches and just see, do those videos have views on them? Are people creating videos on this stuff? I think if we can prove that other people have wanted this, it makes it much, much easier. And it's not to say that you can't grow with a brand new channel, crazy idea that no one's ever done before. It's definitely possible. But if you came to me and said, Justin, I'm going to do that. I've got this crazy idea. No one's ever done this before. I'd be a little skeptical. I'd much rather see you create a channel around something that the topics and things that you know people already want, because you know there's demand for it. So it's almost like there's traffic coming through. How do we pipe some your way? That's all we're kind of looking at here. And it's much, much easier to do than to try and get people, like, educate a market and let them know there's this new thing that they've never seen before. And I think for most people, that's what you'll be doing. You'll be sharing your thoughts, your opinions on something. But there's already other people out there doing that. And that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's actually a really smart thing to do, because it's showing you that you can have success with this. And, I mean, how many other people do you watch that create videos like ours? Right? I even watch them. I'm good friends with most of them. So this is where it's not a competition. It's everyone sharing their own unique thoughts and opinions. And before I said, like, there's a big opportunity for new channels. The big opportunity for new channels, which is the same for bigger channels too, is that YouTube rewards recency. new content? Do you think it wants to keep surfacing content from 8 years ago, 10 years ago? No, if there's a new video that lines up with what people want and it's a good video that keeps people watching and people are clicking on it, YouTube's going to push that up. That's the opportunity that we have. So don't feel that it's too late. Don't not create a YouTube channel because someone else is already talking about the stuff you want to talk about. No, this is a perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity for you to share your thoughts and opinions, because no one else out there has had the same experience, the same life, has the same knowledge and perspective and your personality. There isn't another you, so there is no other channel. This is why we can't compare to say, oh, that other YouTube growth channel is doing better than me or not. Like, it doesn't, they're totally different. It's a different person, it's a different character, it's a different answer, different solution, right? So there is no identical channels out there. So just throw that in your mix if you worry about starting a channel. Okay, if you are struggling with views or subscribers, make sure to sign up for one of the upcoming seminars. Oh, thanks, Russell. You'll get some fundamentals that will get you pointed in the right direction. Appreciate it. Okay, let's scroll down here further. Hashtag Q. Is the TubeBuddy free plan good or should you upgrade? Look, I think when you're starting, for sure, jump on the free plan. We do use TubeBuddy. I think we're on their Legend plan. I love the A/B split testing in that. But yeah, start with the free plan and again, upgrade when you need to or when you can. It's not something that you're going to install TubeBuddy and bang, 1 million subscribers. You got to do the work. But there's some great tools in there to help you with that. And the same for vidIQ as well. How to turn repeat viewers into subscribers. Also do a tutorial on Adobe. So I did answer the repeat viewers into subscribers. Do a tutorial on Adobe Express. It has the background removal tool that Canva has for free. Cool. I will add it to the list of potentials. I'm non-committal, but we'll consider it. Thank you. Q. Hey, which website do you personally use for copyright-free background music for your YouTube videos? Yeah, so we have videos like this on our channel. Best royalty-free music sites. You didn't say for free. Okay, I don't use the free ones, but I think Free Music Archive, and there is another one that starts with T. Go check out the video on our channel. We did all the research and testing, and my top picks are in there. But for me, we use Epidemic Sound, which I can see other people have given you that suggestion as well. And we also use Artlist. Those are my top 2 recommendations. Okay, scrolling down. Okay, will we ever see a collaboration with Film Booth? Maybe. I'm open to collaborate for sure. I guess a lot of people think that collaborations will really blow up your channel. And it's more, in my experience, the relationships that you build with those other creators, that's the important piece. So yeah, I think Film Booth is an amazing channel. I love their content. So yeah, we have a couple of DMs and stuff going back and forth on Twitter, but we don't really do many collaborations. So yeah, it's a good channel. Okay, scrolling down here. Again, use the Q at the start and it will stand out for me. Please come live frequently. It's good to see you smiling. Thank you very much. I'm non-committal, but I will see. Maybe 2023 is the year that we do more live streams. But again, if you aren't getting your questions and stuff answered here, then definitely join the free live training workshops next week. There will be live Q&A at the end of them. And yeah, if you want to jump on Zoom calls and stuff like that with me, that we have that inside of our accelerator program twice a month. How do you display comments on screen now, live? I'm using Ecamm Live, so I'm on a Mac, but there's lots of other services like StreamYard, EVMux that let you do it as well. But yeah, what I'm using right now is Ecamm. So we're going to wrap this up really soon. I'm going to try to get to the bottom here. Another question, the only one using the Q. Well done. How you research content, entitled keywords, what app or software keyword planner are you using? So we're actually, again, we're going to cover this in a lot more detail, but I'll give you the tool. This is where we use the YouTube search box to come up with auto suggestions around things. And the tool that we use is called Keywords Everywhere. It's not free, but it's incredibly cheap. So that's what we're looking at to see how many people are searching for things. But again, we'll take you through a full process on that in the training next week. IUAW, I don't know what that means. Is film stock a good site for effects? I don't know off the top of my head. We use, I like Motion Array and I like Video Hive. I can't remember Film Stock, but we would have tested it when we're doing those updates, those reviews. What's PVA? PVA is our Primal Video Accelerator. So this is, again, we have one program, one course, and in there we have a deep dive into essentially what we teach on YouTube, but it's also where we have the amazing community too. So if you're looking to create better videos faster, if you're looking to level up your YouTube growth and also the monetization stuff as well, how you can automate a lot of that using things like your email list, then that's what Accelerator is. So that's our one product. All roads kind of lead there. Again, for the action takers, it's not for everyone, but we do have our final intake for that opening up next week. It is a membership base, so it's $49 US per month or $450 for a 12-month subscription. But in there you get access to all the advanced training, our processes, our systems, the templates, the checklists, everything you need to go and put all of this stuff into action. But if that's not for you right now, there's no problem at all. That's where the free training next week will be your best bet. When you ask people for a bunch of things at the start of the video, that's what's being called is an ask hole. I agree 100%. And this is going back to the, if you're new here, subscribe, smash the like button, also head to my email list and say hello to my grandma while you're there. Like, no. Add value. Come from that place of adding value. I now don't even introduce myself at the start of the video. I just get straight to the content. We used to even have a little video animation. We've now just cut all of that. I think attention spans are now the shortest they ever have been. And I could probably say that's thanks to TikTok. As much as I don't like TikTok, it's definitely shortened people's attention spans. They want information now. So you need to be mindful of your viewer with everything that you are doing. You're creating the videos for them. So what do they want? What do they expect? So if I do want to ask someone to subscribe or give a thumbs up, I'm going to do it pretty quick. I'm going to do it at a strategic moment in the video just after I've added some value or blown their mind, hopefully, or I'm not going to say it. And I'm going to bring up a little animated title or something that says, remember to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. And hey, if you're watching this, give this video a thumbs up if you're having value here and want other people to see it. It really does make a big difference. So yeah, totally agree, Daniel. Okay, we're going to take a few more and we will wrap this up. How do I get 4,000 watch hours? Well, you need to have people watch your videos to get to those hours. So how do we get people to watch the videos? We need to be strategic with the content we're creating. We need to have them then click on our video and watch it right way through. This is exactly the stuff that we're going to dive deep into on that free training next week. So you don't want to miss that. This will help you get to your 4,000 watch hours much, much faster. What are free A/B testers? There really aren't any as far as I know, but you can do the A/B split testing of your thumbnail images yourself. Again, this is something we're going to look at on the training next week. I've got some great examples of different thumbnails on there as well, and some of the results that we've had from A/B split testing your thumbnails. But that is a more advanced strategy. So if you don't even know what that is yet, it's all good, but we will be taking you through that on our training next week. Again, a link is in the description to register for that. Which is more important, views or thumbs up for ranking on YouTube? Look, the view is the most important, but it's only if it's a view where someone has continued to watch through. If someone jumps on your video and then leaves and it ticks over as a view, it doesn't really help you. It hasn't shown YouTube that your video is something it should continue to push out. So the most important piece is never just one thing. It's doing those three things: showing up, getting clicked, and then keeping people watching. So yeah. Okay, what's we got here? What word everywhere? Keywords, it's keywords everywhere, or keyword everywhere. Keywords with an S. Keywords everywhere is the plugin that we do. In saying that, hit the thumbs up. Thanks. It really does make a difference. So I would say that if you are going to ask your audience for something, give them a reason to it. Now, there's lots of studies on this. Like if you say to someone, hey, can I cut in front of you in line? If you don't give them any reason, then it's probably they're going to get their back up. No, I've been standing in this queue for a long time. Get to the back of the line. But there's so many studies on this. Like even if you give any reason, even if it's some absolute BS, giving a reason, saying because, they're much more likely to be okay with it. So I'm not saying we need to like do some psychological mind tricks here, but give them a reason when you ask for a thumbs up. So I wouldn't just say, give this video a thumbs up. I would always say, give this video a thumbs up. It really makes a big difference, or because it really makes a big difference. I'm not lying. It really does make a big difference. It shows YouTube that you're interested in this content, so you'll see more of it. So it does help the channel. But by giving people a reason, they're more likely to take action. Otherwise, they'd be like, hey, don't tell me what to do. I'm not hitting subscribe. You haven't given me any value yet. Yeah. Awesome. Are shorter or longer videos best as a maker? Look, the best thing, again, is to think of the viewer. What would the viewer expect? If you're doing a video that's, I don't know, let's pick how to upload a YouTube video, right? If I had an hour-long video on how to upload, just the upload bit, do you think people would click on it? Probably not, because they're going to think that it's a really quick thing, which it is, right? So if there was a 5-minute video, they might click on it. If there was a 1-minute video, they're like, hey, this video might show me everything that I need in a minute. It's not going to waste my time, right? So you've got to always think of the viewer. What's their expectation for this? Now, it doesn't mean that you can't make longer videos, because for some videos, the viewers are going to want to watch a longer video. So some of our video editing tutorials, if I did a 1-minute editing tutorial, I really don't think too many people would watch it. Because you're going to think, how much value could you get? How could they really teach me how to use DaVinci Resolve in 1 minute, right? So for those videos, I think we've gone up to 35 minutes for a YouTube video, but those videos have done really, really well because we're thinking of the viewer. Which one would they click on? But also, the answer really is make your videos as long as they need to be and no longer. Give your viewers everything that they need to watch your content feeling complete. Don't make them watch your video and then go, oh shit, I didn't get all the answers, or now I've got to go Google something else. Like, give them everything that they need to have success with what it is you're talking about. That should be the determining factor, is how long your video should be. Don't make it longer for the algorithm. Don't pad it out. Just make it as long as it needs to be and no longer. Hit the thumbs up, or Justin would never go live again. How's that for a reason? I'm going to run with it. I can't say it's the truth, but that is a good reason. Well done. Thanks, Chantel. Okay. What's Russell got here? Part of my standard closing is to say, please give us a thumbs up and a smile. It really helps the channel grow. Yeah. And so you could apply this for anything. You could apply this for super thanks. If you've got super thanks applied on your channel or enabled on your channel where people can donate, then you could call it out and say that it really helps the channel. Like, if you're in a position to do it, like, you can call out whatever you'd like. And I think it's bringing awareness to it is the most important piece, that, you know, you do have that enabled, or you've got memberships on. It's letting them know, but giving them a reason. And yeah, you could have some fun with it. I think Graham Stephan has some funny ones where he's like, you know, or you hit the button and a monkey gets released from captivity or something. Like, it's something that's not going to happen, but he's given it a silly reason, something that would be, you know, interesting, funny, controversial, whatever. Like, give a reason. Yeah. Okay. How do you compel viewers to pay for your content? Look, I think the idea on, like, people are going to YouTube for free stuff, right? So they can learn for free. They're at YouTube University. But we've all been to YouTube University. And this is where there are big flaws in this university, that we can't necessarily get all the information in a concise way. There could be a lot of noise. You might watch a video and the next minute you're off watching another channel. Like, that's what YouTube wants you to do. So for us, what we put out on YouTube is we don't hold back in our content. We look at what people are looking for, what they need help with. We create those videos. But for us, what we do inside of Accelerator is we're not holding out, you know, we're not restricted by the algorithm. So we can show people exactly what they need without them needing to go, hey, I need this. I need to search for it and see what shows up. We can stop them at that point and say, hey, this is everything you need. These are the 3 things you need to do right now. Then these are the next 3 things. Like, we can give you all of that. So that's where I guess YouTube is great to show up, to build that organic traffic, to answer those pains, problems, questions that people have 24/7. How do you get people to pay? You don't even need to get them to pay. You could monetize through affiliates. You might be able to give your courses away for free. There's so many different ways that you could structure this if you come from that place of adding value. But to answer your question, there's always people that will want more from you, want more of your time, more of your attention, or personalized or tailored experience, or more detailed and advanced trainings. And that's where we've opted for. So it's not that we're holding content back from you on YouTube. We're creating content strategically to grow on YouTube, to show up and help people and have as much impact as we can. But inside our program, which is paid, then that's where we're able to deep dive on that stuff that people wouldn't be searching for, or that it wouldn't make sense to do an hour-long YouTube video on because people wouldn't click on it. So YouTube, we're creating stuff for YouTube and for impact and for traffic. And then, the accelerator program, that's for results, for the people that want results the fastest, where they don't need to jump from YouTube video to YouTube video and play that game. But also it's the community and all of that stuff as well. So you're able to add more value in your courses and programs and things than just the stuff you might find on YouTube. Okay, I am going to wrap this up here. Amazing hanging out with you all. Thanks, Justin. Looking forward to next week's training. Yeah, so there is a link down in the description box below. If I didn't get to your question, I missed it. My apologies. There will be Q&A at the end of the 3 live sessions. It's not one of those fake pre-recorded live streams. I hate those where it's like, hey, this webinar is starting in an hour. Surprise, surprise. No, this is real. It's live. Touch wood, we don't have any technical issues or problems, but I will be hanging out there. And again, my goal is to have you leaving there not just knowing more stuff, but knowing how you can put it into action for yourself. Because I've been there where it's not working, you're not growing, and it's frustrating, and I don't want that for anyone else. So that's why we've made this. And yes, the doors will be open to our accelerator program next week as well. So if you're interested in that, you can head to primalvideo.com/accelerator and join the waitlist, or register for the live workshop. I'll be talking about that on there as well. So thank you very much for hanging out. I'm not going to promise, but there's the potential for us to do more live streams like this next week. But again, hey, in our accelerator program, there are 2 Q&A calls on Zoom a month as well. So if you want to hang out, then that's probably the best place for that right now. But awesome hanging out with you all. I look forward to seeing you on the live training next week. Cheers.